Amelia Curran, you've been nominated 3 times for a JUNO, you've won once. How does it feel to have your 3rd nomination under your belt?
Feels fantastic. Of course it feels fantastic. I mean, it's delightful. I'm grateful. It's a pat on the back. Maybe I'm doing an okay job. I don't know. It feels good.
Good to hear. And the new album is to me anyway, a real departure for you. It's very much sort of kind of in a great way simplified, and it's more of a pop album. What were your intentions going in?
Intentions going in, I don't know. I think it was sort of, we discovered along the way. It was such a group effort on this. Michael Philip Voivoda produced it. He had a vision the whole time. Sometimes I knew what it was, and sometimes I lost track of him. But and the musicians on it, I think we captured the really, really excellent time that we had making the record, and it was just a complete delight.
In terms of the songwriting, it seems, again, I'm going to say simplified, but in a good way. You have sort of repeating lines and repeating sort of phrases that come up again. I'm thinking specifically of Coming For You and I Am the Night. Did you consciously go for something where it was a little more, hey, yeah, let's repeat the hook a little more?
I was definitely pretty concerned with choruses. I realized my previous album only had 2 choruses on the whole album, and they were both very long, very cerebral affairs. And I'm not trying to simplify. I'm not trying to dumb anything down. But in my concern for the chorus, I had a fantastic time writing choruses. And choruses are really fun to sing, and they're really fun to play. And it's like, where was I? Why haven't I been into these great choruses for so long? As a writer, it was great. I'd never really been concerned with hooks before. So it was really fun experience for me.
For me, I think the joy of it is that it's a shorter path to the listener's heart.
I have no idea. I should know. I'm a music lover. Yeah, I mean, if you hear a song once and then you go away and it's in your mind a little bit, I mean that's the science of pop music. I love pop music. I don't know that it's my strength as a writer, but yeah, chorus away. It's a great time. It's a lot easier to remember the songs as well when you're not writing, 700 lyric songs and yeah.
To me, that's exactly what happened. The first time I listened to the album, I was humming stuff like right after that, after the first listen. So I think you're doing your job pretty well.
Well, yay! Thank you.
I'm just wondering. One of the things we like to think about at SOCAN is where the songs come from. Is it, will a word strike you, or a phrase, or a guitar line, or where do the songs kind of originate, or where do you get inspiration most often?
That is, that's a really impossible question, because sometimes you don't know. I mean, I'm trying to be very disciplined as a writer. I'm trying to do it like anyone else does any other job, and so a lot of it is not very romantic. And it's just work, and you're chained to the desk, and a lot of it is that. But some songs, still, there's this beautiful, mysterious thing that makes it all worth it when it just falls out of the sky, and I don't know what that is, and I'm afraid to know too much what that is. You don't want to describe the rainbow. You want to just hope that it happens to you and have that. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, the one thing I've learned from asking a lot of songwriters that question is that it's a pretty mysterious process, really.
It is, and I mean, maybe we're making unnecessary efforts to keep it that way, I don't know. But I mean, it's a great job if you can keep it.
I understand you've done some work for mental health advocacy. I'm just wondering, is it possible that the source of the songwriting and the source of possibly depression might, it's kind of the same area or the same vibe that it comes from?
There's a link that audiences and media have been talking for a long time. It's this 27 club. It's why are artists and musicians more prone to depression, more prone to mental illness? We've been talking about that longer than we've been comfortable talking about mental illness. But I don't think it's a more prone thing. I think that artists are just freer speakers. I think we're better at talking about these things. This is what we write about, the things that people don't want to talk about. So we've been pushing this rock uphill for a long time. It doesn't mean there are more of us or we're more prone. We're more seasoned at talking about it.
if there was one piece of advice that you would give to a young SOCAN member who wanted to get involved with advocacy or activism through their music, what would you suggest?
I actually reached out to a few people when I looked into getting into advocacy. It's weird. You don't really look into it and think, that's a great career choice. It's something that you're driven to do, and then it's something that you feel a responsibility to do. And I was getting nervous, and the word advocate was being tossed around, and I reached out to Ray Spoon, who has found themselves in an advocate position about gender equalities and even people's understanding of this two-gender system. And Ray was really helpful to me and just said, if this is something that's driving you and calling to you, then you have to, and frankly, it's your responsibility, so suck it up and get out there and use your voice.
Great. Well, it's great you're doing it. Thank you for doing this, and congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.